Welcome back to my next show. Today we're going to do something special. I'm going to discuss 3 Mega Drive Genesis titles that I feel deserve a sequel. I will pick my top 3 games that I feel have not gotten a sequel and they deserve one. But before we move on, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get a notification when I'm live. It's a massive way to help me out and I appreciate all the support I can get. It's a great way to help the channel and it will help me to produce more videos in the future. Alright, number 3. Let's start with Dynamite Headdy. We all know Treasure from the 90s. They made incredibly hard games, but they had one thing in common. Top quality gameplay, excellent music, and the difficulty would make you cry to your parents. Now, let me show you Dynamite Headdy. So you play as little Headdy, who's a puppet who has to save the world from Dark Demon. For some reason I read his name was Dark Demon somewhere else, I don't know why. And you have to destroy the key masters, gather those weird little key thingies and give it to Heaven. Well, you get the story. But why is this game so excellent? Let me tell you why. Number 1, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is incredible. You'll remember all the notes, all the sounds, all the music, and I keep singing the song sometimes or humming after the melody. The gameplay is excellent, so it's a simple platform. It's simple to pick up but hard to master. Headdy has all kinds of abilities like the hammerhead, the invisibility head, the pig head, which I call it, and there's even bonus stages. Now the bosses are something of a different tier. They will kick your butt and they'll make you cry. But once you master the pattern, you can move on. And the graphics are phenomenal with animation, the background, the foreground. It can be a bit confusing at times. And then I tell you that the game features puns of other movies? Yes, they make fun, including the level Star Wars. I wonder where they took that from. Now, why do I feel Dynamite Headdy deserves a sequel? Let's be honest, how the game is built up, how could there not be a sequel? There could be many more amazing levels, another amazing story featuring our favorite puppet. And the world, there's just so much more to offer. So this is why Dynamite Headdy ends up on one of my favorite Mega Drive games on the 3rd list. Let's move to number 2. Number 2, Ristar, made by Sonic Team. Wait, Sonic Team made a game that's not Sonic the Hedgehog? Get out of here! Fun fact, did you know that Ristar was actually supposed to be... He was actually in a design discussion to become Sega's next mascot like Sonic. They had like plenty of ideas and Ristar was one of the concept ideas. Now you know. So what can I say about Ristar? It is a fantastic, beautiful game. I mean, the game is really colorful. It's about a little star that has to save his father who's been captured by Naughty the alien. Wasn't Naughty, was Greedy. Oh my god, my head. Anyways, you have to travel through different planets, save their leaders by defeating the bosses, and did you know that the Mega Drive version of Ristar is a bit different from the Master System version? Yes, the Master System got a port. There were 2 levels that were different, and I believe there were no bonus stages on Master System. So, as Ristar, his controls are quite simple. You have to grab, slam your body into enemies. You can rotate on these star-shaped handles, and it'll give you a little asteroid attack, as I call it, or you swing yourself like a star into enemies. There are bonus stages that will enable you to unlock certain cheats you can use for your next playthrough. Now, the game is very easy to pick up, but the difficulty gets intense, especially in the later levels. The music is fantastic, it's really beautiful, and I'm really blown away how amazing, how incredible the graphics look. Why does this game deserve a sequel? Because it never got a sequel. I mean, there's so much potential for this IP. I mean, Ristar's a cute little adorable character. You remember him, you remember all the characters, the boss fights. And did you know that the Japanese story is actually pretty different from the European American story? Well, now you do. I would have loved to see a sequel with Ristar, maybe with even more abilities, with more beautiful, colorful worlds to explore, or maybe even different galaxies. And that will take us to number 1. Number 1 is definitely one of my favorite Mega Drive games ever, and it never got a sequel. I don't think it was even released in the States, unless you count the Sega Satellite to be an official release in the States. Another game made by Treasure, Alien Soldier. Oh boy, where do I start with Alien Soldier? Now, this game is not easy. Alien Soldier is best described as a hyperactive boss rush, which will pit you against the most incredible enemies and levels it has to offer you. It's very fast-paced, you have to have very good reflexes to not get hit, and there's an arsenal of weapons to your choice. Some weapons will offer weaknesses and disadvantages to certain boss fights and enemies, like laser force, sword force. You get the idea. Now, Alien Soldier is actually, we didn't actually get the full game, which is quite interesting. The game was actually meant to be much harder, much longer, and you probably noticed the story is not making sense. Now, that's because the story actually got pretty cut down before the release. And the game was supposed to be 3 to 4 times as long and many more boss fights, but because of time restraints, they had to cut a lot of content, sadly, which has actually been revealed in an interview with the devs themselves who made the game. But that doesn't matter. That's why I would like to see a sequel to this game, and maybe they could tie up loose ends to the story, maybe clarify a bit of the story, and maybe to add those missing bosses and levels and whatever they cut out from the original game. The game itself is still really amazing. I mean, the graphics are really beautiful, the music is out of this world, literally, and the sprites they use. Oh my goodness, what were they smoking? Like, seriously, is that a robot? Is that an alien? I don't know, but it's like 1,000 meters tall, oh dear god. And that was Tiger, for example, wow. So Alien Soldier really blows my mind. I'm really sad to see that Treasure did not make a sequel to this game, just like with the other games they've made. It's such a missed potential, I feel, and it definitely deserves to be on the first place of my list. All of them do. It's such a shame that Sega has so many amazing games and they haven't made sequels too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my list and what are your top favorite 3 games that you feel deserves a sequel. Did you know I have merchandise? It's all about my adorable cats, because you probably noticed sometimes I get a cat bum in my face. Did you know I'm also on Ko-fi? If you support me on Ko-fi, you'll get earlier access to my YouTube videos and your names will be in the credits. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now!